Hi everyone, my name's Julian Thrasher. I work for Madison. We're the distributor for Shimano in the UK. And I'm here at Rouleur Live. Yeah, sure. I'd like to talk you through the features of the new Shimano 12-speed groups. And it's pretty special stuff actually. We've all together created something really magic to give to you guys. So I'd like to talk you through a few of those features. And probably a good place to start is at the rear derailleur. This is now three things in one. So not only is it obviously your rear derailleur, but it also contains the wireless communication chip, which you used to have to buy and would sit in your cabling. And it's also your junction A, which used to be either in your frame or in the end of your bars where you would charge the bike through. So that's now where the system is charged from, and it actually uses the same charge cable as that you'd use to charge the power meter on the bike. So there is a brand new power meter available as well. It's a part wired system, and it means that you only have to concentrate on charging just one battery. And as I explained, this is done through the rear derailleur, and you get coin cells in each of the shifters, so 1632 coin cells, and they have a good battery life. So they've estimated that you'll get between a year and a half to 2 years from the coin cells in the shifters, and you'll get approximately 1,000 kilometres for a charge from the battery that's in the seat post, like traditional Di2 systems used to have. One of the probably most impressive features that they've got is they've improved the speed of the rear the shifting overall, which blows my mind, in that you can make a wireless system that communicates from the shifters to the rear derailleur and actually speed up that shift. So some figures to throw at you is the front shift is 45% faster. This is based on a 52-36 combination, actually going from the 36 to the 52. So really, not that Di2 was slow anyway, but a real uptake in speed on the front shift. And they've improved it by 54% on the rear shift. This is going from the 17-tooth sprocket down to the 15-tooth sprocket. So really, if you're a racer and you want to snatch that gear really quickly, absolutely phenomenal increase in speed. But again, don't forget, you can connect this bike to the eTube app, and you can actually tailor it to the speed of shift that you would ideally want. So very, very cool. Certainly if we look at the front derailleur as well, part of the good things about running a wired system is you can make the components really, really small. And we've kind of got used to looking at this new front derailleur, but it's only when you compare it back to the previous version, which wasn't massive anyway, that you can see that they've really improved the frontal area of the derailleur. So it's really in line with the aero style of bikes that we're getting now, where kind of every frontal surface counts. And yeah, well, again, that's one of the benefits of not having to put a battery onto it as well. And if you do look at this system, it's actually, it almost looks like a wired system. It's quite difficult to differentiate it as a Di2 system. I explained about running a faster shift. This would only be possible with reprofiling of the mechanical parts of the system. So looking at the chain and the cassette specifically. So there's a few nods to borrowing 12-speed technology from the mountain bikes here, and they've done so in Hyperglide Plus, so kind of a road version of Hyperglide Plus, if you will. And this means that the profiling of the sprockets works really well under load. So upshifting or downshifting, that speed of shift is catered for by the mechanical parts of the system. So I explained roughly that there was a crossover between the mountain bike groups, and that is with the new system, the rotors and the chain. So these are both the same as the mountain bike counterparts, and that's really, really good, because they can then focus on making just one rotor, one chain that works across multiple platforms, and that means that they can hopefully in the future they'll be able to look at creating more products at a lower cost, at a lower environmental impact as well, so you're not having to create lots of moulds for lots of different products. Is that fine?
It's a long time. So
sorry, I could crack on and on.
I know, you're awesome. I mean, you're a natural. So when are you ready? Tell us about it.
Sure. So a question that is obviously on everyone's lips and is quite pertinent at the moment is stock and availability. And what we have is a series of launch partners who have invested in Road 12 Speed, and they'll be receiving stock from November the 19th. So you will start to see, and again it's important to stress that this is with selected dealers, you'll start to see this appearing in stores from November the 19th, but it's also going to be on full bike builds as well. So expect to see this filtering into the market, and we're looking to support this in the best possible way that we can in the tricky environment that we find ourselves in at the moment. So really trying to give you confidence that we're doing everything we can to make sure that this fantastic new product is supported in the best way it can be. Okay. So one of the things you might be wondering is what's going to happen with my existing set of wheels. I've spent a lot of money on the wheels that I have. I would really dearly like to go 12 speed. Well, the great thing about the new group set, certainly looking at the cassette, is that it will work on either the new spline system that Shimano has, but also the existing Hyperglide free hub body as well. Really, really special. Basically means that there's no inbuilt redundancy to your wheels, so you can use the existing wheels you have with the new 12-speed group set. So that's again a really nice nod to not making completely redundant what you have, and what you have obviously is expensive as well. But there is a new wheel set again in Dura-Ace and Ultegra, and the primary version is tubeless. In the top end Dura-Ace there's also tubular available as well. The tyres go on really, really well. They inflate go on by hand, they inflate with a track pump, and they're available in 3 different rim depths as well. So you've got the Real Racer C60, the deepest depth rim that they do. There's what we have here, which is the C50, and there's kind of the climbing C36 as well, which would also be the lightest wheel. So a really good selection of different rim depths, again, both in Ultegra and Dura-Ace. So another really special event with the new 12-speed groups is the fact that Dura-Ace and Ultegra have been released at the same time. So historically you'd see Dura-Ace coming out, you'd say that's fantastic, absolutely love it, but I know if I wait I'll get it in the Ultegra format. Well, now you can kind of have your cake and eat it in the fact that it's out and you'll be able to get it in Ultegra as well. So a very special moment and something that hasn't been done before with Shimano. So a few groundbreaking things that have happened with this group set, and that's definitely one to focus on. And also to explain about the power meter as well. So it's our most accurate power meter to date in Dura-Ace, but also in Ultegra as well. And we expect to see a lot of people going for the Ultegra power meter, and again sharing, as Ultegra does, a lot of the features from Dura-Ace, but with a very small weight penalty.